shit. I don't
If it
know.
is the worst one, then we have nowhere to go but up.
That's good.
That's the way you see the way any kind of art or expression works is that you have to start off doing it shitty, or else
Exactly.
you can't get good. Because we've never done a podcast before, right? But
No.
we can't go into it being instantly good, right? So we have to be shitty first, which gives me a very good reason to stop caring.
That's smart. You're a smart guy, you know.
You know what? I'm actually the smartest guy I know,
You might be.
but I'm also the only guy I know.
Y- yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like that you're humoring me right now, and I really fucking appreciate it.
All right.
Hey, guess what?
Hey.
Leaking.
It's vaccination station, dude. Jeez.
What?
The thing.
I was just reading generic guy videos.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, Dick.
There was one called leaking.
Calm down.
I'm just really sorry.
It's all right, dude.
So,
I'm making the picture for it. Don't worry.
and you're not recording.
I am recording.
You are recording.
Not the picture creation, just the voices.
So you're recording.
Our
Well,
voices right now.
Well, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
You shouldn't care.
Um, I thought you weren't gonna tell me when we were recording,
But you said you wanted me to.
but you didn't.
Right.
You just started recording, and I had to
Ye-
ask.
Yeah. But you found out.
Yeah, I guess I did, but
But
whatever.
okay.
So we're recording.
We're recording right now.
Welcome to Vaccination Station.
The vaccination episode 1.
Mm. I was always vaccinated as a child.
So was I. So was I. What did
Uh,
your
I
mother
just-
think of vaccination?
Well, you know, my mother grew up as a nurse since she was a little baby.
Oh, your mother was a nurse?
No, she's a CCA. She works with old people.
You fucking liar.
I'm not a liar.
Okay.
She works at a nursing home, and she always liked me to be healthy for some reason. I
Oh,
never really understood it, but whatever.
God damn it, you.
So, a while ago.
Yeah, keep. I'm kind of focused on little things. Keep
Yeah, I
talking.
know. Which is why I thought it was a bad idea for you to
Yeah.
get started while you were
You're
working.
definitely right about that, my friend.
So, a while ago, I picked up a Blu-ray copy of one of my favorite movies, RoboCop. You know what I'm saying, Zach?
Oh yeah, RoboCop.
Say-
Good movie. Good movie.
Yeah, it's great. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I realized that, or I heard somewhere is that you can't buy the director's cut since it's like very vile.
Yeah, right. It's
But-
super violent.
This that I bought at Walmart is the unrated director's cut,
Oh shit.
which is kind of cool because I love RoboCop and I'm really glad that I have the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I'm coming in my pants.
You coming in your pants.
Coming.
So that's the one where like he actually gets like blown apart to pieces. And
Yeah,
you can
yeah, yeah.
see
Like
it.
like you, and it's all in Blu-ray, right?
My dad fucking like ruined me with that. Like I was 6 or something. He was like, "Oh, RoboCop's on TV, Zach. You should watch it." And I'm just like, "Oh God, his limb."
Really?
Yeah.
I watched
like-
RoboCop with my dad too, but like I wasn't young.
Oh no,
I
I
was
was
like that.
fucking scarred from it.
My dad loves RoboCop, and he was actually I think he might have fell asleep.
He
I had watched
loves
RoboCop before that though,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he was tired, and I was like, "Dad, can we watch RoboCop?" And he was like, "Sure." And then he just like drank and fell asleep, like he
sad.
always did. I'm just kidding. My dad's an alright guy.
My dad's a pretty cool guy. I like my dad.
You've never met him.
I'm sure he's a cool guy. I mean, look how you turned out. Waste of life.
Oh yeah,
dis-
waste of skin.
Disgusting waste of life.
Dustin messages me every single day and tells me to go kill myself and that I'm worthless.
Thanks,
And also,
Dustin.
whenever we're in Skype calls, like ever, the first thing he always says to me is like "fuck you." So I mean, like, I hear it a lot. So basically, I don't. At this point, I feel like that Also, I hear it from like a bunch of other people.
Of course.
It's not just Dustin. Because honestly, I am pretty worthless.
Right, right.
Fun fact: my name on Steam was worthless for a while.
Dude, that's Will's name on Steam for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was. Oh, I guess we shouldn't say his name.
No, we can say his name. Fuck it.
Captain Canadian. Oh, wait, I guess it is Will. I was trying to be nice, but
No, people are gonna hear, like, 16 people are gonna see this, and they're gonna be like, I don't fucking care enough to go chase him. His name is Waste of Resources for me.
really?
Yeah.
Well, that's not worthless. Mine was just worthless.
Just worthless. Oh, yeah, it was. I think I remember that.
It was like that for a while, but then I actually changed it because I was adding a friend that I didn't want him to think that I was like depressed or something.
Alright.
Because he was like an older friend.
Thinking they're, like, angsty and gross.
Yeah. I changed it to something stupid. Like, oh yeah, I changed it to Big Daddy XOXO.
Oh, right. That's really stupid.
It's just back to Feces Angel now.
Feces Angels.
If you're listening to this,
Add him on Steam. Spam
don't
him.
add me on. If you add me on Steam, I won't accept it. I already have too many people on Steam, and I don't play with any of them.
Yeah,
I only
same.
play single player games, and with like, well, I guess for the last couple days I've been playing with you, and any other day I've been playing with Dustin. Nobody else.
Yeah, you playing with me. See, I'm happy because I've been like real bored lately, so I'm happy I'm starting to talk with you people more.
Yeah, I'm glad too because you never joined Skype calls.
No, I never did. And when I did join, I'd leave after a while. Your Snapchat, Feces Angel, no spaces.
Yeah, I will add people on Snapchat because I don't give a
Oh, I just gave it out, so if you did, fuck.
Sure, I don't care.
All right.
Well, I don't use Snapchat that much. I can. Wait, yeah, it is Feces Angel.
No spaces.
No spaces, no capitals. Oh, 2 people added me.
I just did just then.
Neat.
Oh, cool. I found a royalty-free image of a syringe. I just have to remove the watermark.
That's gonna be a. Also, I don't think you should remove watermarks. I think that might be illegal.
You're probably right. I'm gonna grab another picture.
I don't think that's a royalty-free picture.
No, it's. Huh.
I don't think royalty-free pictures have watermarks.
This is gonna be good.
What?
The thing.
Okay, why don't you just draw?
Fuck that, dude.
I'll draw you one.
Okay, cool. Can you draw it in white?
What do you mean?
Like, draw a syringe white. Here, I'll send you a Gyazo of what I kind of want it to be.
Gyazo?
Yeah.
It's pronounced Gaizo. I have to get my fucking bamboo.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's really cool. You have a bam bam.
I got it. It was literally like a step away from me.
you didn't even like have to get up.
Well, I literally like stood up off my bed. You might hear crunkles.
That's okay. So one like that, facing upward though, facing up and left.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at that. I'm just gonna draw whatever the fuck I want.
Well.
I'll take a look at it.
Yes, please.
Give me a moment.
Of course.
You also have you have a Wacom as well, right?
What?
You have a Wacom too, like a bamboo, like a drawing tablet.
No.
I don't know why I thought you did.
I'd like to have one. That'd be cool.
They're super neat. I love having it. Because I like to draw a lot, but I hate carrying like paper. I don't carry paper around.
Yeah.
But I hate like because I'll lose it basically. So having one, like just
digitally.
Just save it on my computer.
Yeah.
So, it's great. Recently, I opened up an MS Paint document, and I've been just drawing like the worst comics ever.
Oh, that's good.
I usually do it when I'm like either really tired or not sober. And
right. You know, as you do.
And so it's not good, and it varies in quality. Like I'm looking at like if you look at it, like some of the cells are like fairly well done and like kind of cool looking and interesting shots, and then like the other ones are just absolute garbage. Especially at the beginning, because I was drawing with a mouse at the beginning because I didn't want to get up and grab my Wacom.
You piece of shit.
You know what? I just might be.
Do you know what we should do randomly? Just like add Thane to the call for 10 minutes and then kick him.
No, it's a bad idea.
It's an excellent idea.
He's gonna see this, and then he's gonna be like,
Oh
they
shit!
thought about adding me, and then they
And then Joey, that asshole, shot it down.
I don't give a fuck. I just don't want to talk to him.
Yeah, I think it'd be an entertaining piece of the episode.
Oh, that's too complicated. I ain't drawing shit. You expect me to draw that shit? I'm only good at drawing like cartoons.
You should draw up and make it look pretty straight, pretty good. It doesn't have to be that intricate. Don't worry.
It's pretty gosh dang intricate.
Yeah, it doesn't gotta be that hardcore, my bro.
Are you sure you didn't have a wake on? Because I was like,
yeah.
okay, never mind. I guess that's a stupid question.
I promise you, I never. I'm willing to bet money on it.
Are you?
Yeah.
How much?
17.
All right.
Cool. It's a deal.
You don't live very close to me though, so.
It's a little bit of a problem.
Oh, I'm trying to erase. I was like trying to draw a line like 8 times, and I realized I was using the erase tool.
Good.
That's my favorite moment of my entire life. So, drawing a syringe. Alright, I give up. Just find a picture.
Just gonna let you know, this is a real shitty first episode.
You know what else is a really shitty first episode?
The sighting of the...
Okay, first of all, not only is this a shitty first episode,
It's a shitty first episode.
it's also a really shitty first episode.
Yeah. We'll probably wait for more people. We can just upload episode 0 for now.
Okay, well, you know what my absolute... one of my biggest pet peeves about podcasts is when people talk about the quality of their podcast.
Right.
Because they're just like, oh man, this is gonna suck. Everyone's gonna hate it. But like, you see these podcasts and they got like a bunch of views or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the people just use that to fill time.
Exactly.
Since it's clearly what they're doing right now at the moment. And since usually people don't do other things when they're making podcasts, they just sit around and talk.
That's true.
So it really kind of bugs me because I'm just thinking like, wow, you're totally out of ideas.
Yeah.
Which is what we're doing right now.
Yeah, no, it's exactly what we're doing.
So now, I have a bit of sympathy for it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to be just on.
See? But now you're talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And now we're talking about talking
now
about
we're
it.
talking about
And
it.
now we're talking
And
about
that's,
talking about talking about it.
and that's the worst type of content.
And you know what?
And you know what?
I explained this to my friend the other day that when like my brain, it works in like it just goes from like a topic to a topic to a topic, and it goes fast, right?
Right.
Because like my brain is working, but what makes me say stuff like, oh yeah, and then I just completely stop. That happens to me all the time. It's because like I just completely forgot it. I didn't have anything to say, or I didn't have anything in mind, but I just was saying it because I was saying it before, and I was just doing it because of repetition. And then like if we're talking and I'm saying a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Saying a bunch of different topics.
Bunch of
and then
bouncing left and right.
I'm just
one
bouncing
thing- one thing to the
talking about
next.
craziest, hottest memes.
Hottest
on the
memes
streets.
on the streets, quite frankly.
And then all of a sudden, my brain stops. It's over. Cuts to black, and I pass out, stroke out, fall on the ground. Then I wake back up, realize who I am,
Realize what I've lost.
look at the notes on my phone to remember what my personality is all
Right.
about.
Oh, I do that too. Like, this is actually a true story. I went to a party one night, and this was like my first time ever drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I got super blackface drunk at this kind of stranger's house. And so I woke up real early, like at like
all
5.
good Christians do.
And I had like no idea where the fuck I was, because I got to drive there. I wasn't paying attention to the road, and so I had snooped through their like kitchen, found mail, found out the address, and I snuck out and I went home. It was a great time.
Did you have fun?
Sort of. Walking. It was cold. It was like autumn, so I was pretty cold.
You say autumn?
I sometimes say autumn, sometimes I say fall.
Here, okay. So here's an. Do you say Z or Z?
Z.
Z?
Yeah.
I say both, but I really I really get mad when people get like super.
Yeah.
They get like really mad about it for some reason.
It's like, please stop getting mad.
Yeah, and also since we're Canadian, apparently we have like Canadian accents. I clearly don't hear.
No, yeah.
To me, it just sounds like identical to the. It sounds like perfectly identical to like any other just like
To just a normal
American.
American accent.
Just
Yeah.
just like a normal white dude talking, or just like any English guy. Basically, I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
I don't
like,
know. It's
I was
weird.
in a Skype call with like a bunch of American guys, and they were like, every time I said about, there was like,
A boat.
oh,
You said a boat.
oh. Listen, here, this is me about. Did I
Yeah.
say it? Like
No, that's how it's about. That's normal.
about. And I say it like even when I'm talking about something, I don't say a boot.
No.
Nobody says a boot,
No one says a boot.
and that's the one Canadian stereotype that really pisses me off.
Yeah, I'm fine with maple syrup because that's true to an extent.
I love maple syrup.
Exactly.
I love fucking bacon. I like moose. Moose are cool. I see moose.
I'm pretty cool with hockey too. I enjoy watching it if it's on.
I used to play hockey recreationally.
Yeah, you used to play recreationally. Your parents didn't even force you, like mine did.
Well, they did,
Oh.
but it wasn't a league or anything. It was recreational with
Yeah.
people from my congregation.
Can I put my Instagram on the screen so I can
Yeah,
get...
you can plug yourself. I don't
Cool.
care.
I'm gonna plug myself.
You just plugged my Snapchat earlier.
Oh, I did. Do you want me to put your Snapchat?
Sure.
Cool.
You can put my Instagram too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just put it
I
on
don't
my
use Instagram or actually don't. There's no point. If somebody's listening to this and you heard the Snapchat, if you Snapchat me, I will absolutely Snapchat you back.
Oh.
If you Snapchat me, picture your dick and say, something autistic, I will absolutely Snapchat you back. Or if you send me a picture of anything, I'll probably Snapchat you back. Because I don't use Snapchat very often, and if I get a Snapchat, I usually just hit him back.
Cool. That's
Yeah, see?
Yeah, it's it makes you feel kind of nice.
Do you know who Jesse Eisenberg is?
Yeah, of
hate
course. I don't like him that much either.
Really?
No,
I'm so glad somebody else doesn't like him.
he kind of has an annoying face to me.
Yeah, the way I see it, he's almost like Diet Michael Cera.
Yeah, I guess he is. Yeah.
Because he's kind of like that socially awkward guy who's like, who kind of has like this, like he kind of plays like characters that kind of have like a, you know, like a kind of like a sixth sense where like they know something bad's gonna happen and they're always like kind of right. You know, that kind of guy. But he's not as charming and, or I mean, like, to me at least, I think Michael Cera is really cool.
I'm not the biggest Michael Cera fan either.
Really?
No.
I guess I just like Superbad and.
Yeah.
I mean.
No, I liked him in Superbad.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what I can't think of any other Michael Cera movies right now.
No, same.
But I really don't like Jesse Eisenberg. And
no.
I watched The Social Network and I was just like, wow.
Okay, yeah.
Just like big dick. And what was that?
Ooh.
Okay, wait, just give me a minute. I gotta look this up.
Of course.
Because I want to like drop actual actors' names.
Instead of just shooting.
And instead of being like, oh, fucking no, the
Who's
guy.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield. When he went up to
Alright.
Justin Timberlake and he was like, you know what? I like standing next to you because it makes me feel big or whatever like that. And it was like this big intense moment where like he like walks out all epic and like walks right past the guards and he's like, get off me, man. And I was like, wow, that was the fucking most retarded thing in the whole.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was.
It was so like weird and like not threatening.
No, it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah. It was there was something about it that just absolutely rubbed me wrong.
I did
I don't
not
have
like
anything
it.
against Justin Timberlake, and I don't have anything against Andrew Garfield except for the Spider-Man movies.
Right. Are you a Tobey Maguire man?
You know what?
I'm nostalgically a Tom Maguire guy.
Yeah, like traditionally, I grew like, of course, like traditionally, I like have seen them and appreciate the
Yeah.
other ones more,
Yeah.
but they're not my favorite movies.
No, no, no.
Like I definitely have a lot of respect for them, and they definitely have like a very interesting atmosphere.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
I think it's just because I'm not the biggest fan of Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that might be it. Are you like are you into comics and stuff? I never knew. Like,
Comics?
yeah,
Um,
a couple of my friends are super into them.
See, my problem with comics is that I've always had them,
Right.
but I I'm like 100% sure that I have ADD because I can't focus on shit.
Mhm.
But I've never been tested. That's just because uh uh whatever reasons, I don't want to get into it. But I've just never been tested my entire life, and but like I've never been able to focus on shit. So like I go to the comic store, I buy a comic, and I read it. There was a couple comics that like. There was a couple comic series that I got into. I never liked the idea of like going in or like buying vintage comics.
No, yeah, spending a lot of money for that, and
Or no, because there's a comic book store that was by my house before I moved, and they actually sold. This was such a cool policy that they had. Um, it's called Giant Robot Comics.
oh, I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, my friend, or he's not my friend, but yeah, oh, he is my friend, but he's not my peer, is what I
Right.
mean. He's like an older guy, and his name is Daryl, and he owns the store, and he gives me like a family discount when I go
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah, but he sells like um all of his vintage comics. He sells them for the price that's on the comic.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool, man.
So
So
it's like
like
99 cents or something, or
yeah,
how?
like he sells them for the price that they were sold originally,
Yeah,
plus like tax. But there's
yeah,
like 69 cents plus tax. But it also depends on like what time period you're looking for in
right.
comics.
That's really
But
cool, actually.
like yeah, there's another one. There's another one downtown, or in in the city somewhere is called like I can't remember the name, but it's another comic store, and they had comics there for like $10, $20, and it was like, wow, dude,
Yeah,
I could go to this other store and get this shit for like 69
yeah.
cents.
God, that's crazy. Yeah, they definitely do milk a lot of comics with the old like antique ones.
Yeah, it kind of. I was never a big fan of comic culture, like
No, no.
or like the idea of. I've nothing against like fans of comics, but something about like reading them, I never really
Hmm.
was like something that I wanted to get into. I tried.
No,
So,
I always like this like cartoons because it's like I don't have to actively read them. Like I could just sit and mindlessly watch. And
mm.
I like that more.
Here's another thing though. I like graphic novels though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just don't like having to like buy periodically like short little entries.
Right. That
I'm
makes
just not a big
sense.
fan. I mean, I've tried so hard. Like the one I tried the hardest with, which it sounds kind of stupid, but it was the one that I was just kind of like, all right, fuck it. This is the comic book series. I'm just gonna start reading it.
Right.
Was the Harley Quinn? There was the Harley Quinn, um, new 52.
Oh, the new 52 is pretty cool.
Yeah, the new 52 is one. The like, I am glad that they're like making like all new comic series and
Yeah,
stuff. But I
yeah.
think it's a little stupid that they need to always call it New 52.
Yeah, I think that's shitty. They
Like,
just name it the
Jesus, it's like,
superhero. Like Jesus Christ.
yeah, like or just call it Flash again.
Yeah, Flash, right?
Yeah, like if you're making a Flash comic, just call it Flash. You don't need to call it Flash New 52.
No, yeah, because I don't like the new 52 thing they have going on.
Yeah, I think okay. So I have no problem with like reboots of
Exactly.
comics,
Yeah,
but
that's cool.
well, because I think that like unlike movies, comics have like a more open audience to like whatever.
Yeah.
like I know that
I think
they they really they like diversify their audience and everyone seems to be okay with it. But I mean, like, oh, here's a good example. Back when the Amazing Spider-Man was before it was released, there was this thing about Donald Glover, and they were like, "Do you hear about that?"
no.
There was this Twitter thing, and they were like, "Donald Glover, he's a black guy, right?"
Yeah, I know the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and he wanted, or he didn't want to, but there was a joke about it, and then there was a bunch of people who were like, "Yeah, Donald should do it," like, but
Hmm.
then there was a lot of people who were like, "No, that's stupid. Don't do that." And I feel like the movies don't take risks like that, like making Spider-Man black, but the comics don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because comics just fucking do it.
Yeah, which is something
I think though they did make Spider. They're gonna make another Spider-Man movie with. I think Donald Glover is actually gonna be in it, unless you're talking about the same thing I am, and I'm wrong.
this was a while ago. Like, Amazing Spider-Man came out in 2012, remember?
Right.
So
No, I heard recently, like months, that they
this
were
is
gonna make a movie with him in it
really,
as Spider-Man one. Yeah.
huh? If they reboot Spider-Man, they have to wait a little longer this time.
Yeah, they have to.
I know that like, honestly, I don't care. They can reboot shit whenever they want to, but they're gonna get a lot of bad feedback if they're just like, "Oh, we're doing it again.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Just-
We're gonna shoot shit at the wall again."
Dude, yeah. And I'm also fine with like I'm totally cool for different races superheroes. I think that's cool, but I don't like what
Well,
they
yeah,
did with
exactly, like-
Fantastic Four.
Um,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
because they were the two characters are brother and sister, like in comic
I
canon.
thought that was a little unnecessary just to
Yeah.
have.
Just to have a black person, just to fill their race quota.
Yeah,
I didn't
that
like that.
that I don't like. I don't like it when they have the token black guy. That I don't like.
Yeah,
That I will not like.
I don't like that.
support, because it's not that he's black. It's just you put him in there because he was black.
Exactly. It's not like he's supposed to be black, or it would be like it would.
I heard that
mean anything.
that actor whose name is Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I think it's. I know his name. I get confused because I remember seeing something for Creed. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays like Apollo Creed's son, and that's him.
Really?
It's that actor. Yeah, he's in that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I heard he was really good in that. So, I mean, like, good on him. Like, he can act and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, it doesn't matter what I say about him. It's infinitely more successful. Than he'll ever be.
It will ever be.
It's not like my opinion matters.
No.
It's not like he'll ever hear this. But, like, I don't know. The movie clearly. I have no intention to see it.
No. Is it?
Like, not Creed. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
No, yeah. I didn't hear anything about it until I saw it in my theater, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch this one.
I remember being at the theater going to watch a movie. I think I was gonna go see Terminator Genesis with my father, which I enjoyed, by the way.
Oh, I heard a
don't-
lot of people disliked it.
I'm a big Terminator fan, and
Right.
it filled my Terminator fanboy quota.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, you get a pass. I think it got like a 50 on Rotten Tomatoes or something,
So-
ballpark in that area. And it's not off. Like it's not the best movie.
Of course, yeah.
And they clearly were trying to do a couple things. Like they were trying to do a couple different things with it, and I felt like if they really just kind of like focused on one thing, or like because they're trying to make like a new series, right?
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what the plot is?
I'm on the Wikipedia page, and it says when John Connor, leader of human resistance against Skynet, sends Kyle Reese back to 1984 to protect his mother Sarah from Terminator assassin and unexpected events, creates an altered timeline instead of a scared waitress. Sorry, just killed myself.
It's a little confusing.
Yeah.
That whole like alternate timeline, but it's basically Kyle Reese going to the future, but he ends up in a future that is like the Terminator 1 movie, but it's not at all. It's like fucking Sarah Connor has a Terminator already that she calls Pops or something. I can't remember.
So like, he goes back to Terminator
He
1.
goes. He basically the movie opens up with this fucking awesome scene of the future.
Right.
And if they made the whole movie just that, and then made like the next movie they were gonna do that, like what they did in this movie,
Yeah.
made like the first like this movie like a kind of like a build up to the next movie, like what they did with Dawn and Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Right. Yeah. 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 They just
It kind of felt
built
like
them up.
yeah, if they see basically it those movies would have failed just like Terminator Genesis if they put Rise of the Planet of the Apes, cut it down to like the intro of the movie, and took all the took all the sustenance out of it, and just fisted it into the other movie. That's what it kind of felt like this movie was, because they really just wanted to get to Arnold, and I
Yeah.
felt like that was their big
That
fall.
makes sense.
If they made
just
if they made a first movie and because even okay, I know I said that I was a big Terminator fan,
yeah.
but I'm a big fan of the good movies, and I don't know too much about the other movies.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
And I'm talking about 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So basically, like clearly they had to get to, like they were gonna show Arnold, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the main part. Here's Arnold.
Yeah, exactly. But I just really wish that they would have went for a little bit of artistic integrity and would have made this whole like Skynet future, because they had a really good thing going with it, and they should have expanded on it and not tried to make that a part of another thing. That was like my only gripe with it. It should have been 2 movies.
Oh,
They should have took the idea that they had from like the first part and made that into a whole movie, because Kyle Reese was not that likable. And
No.
they could have done some well-deserved character development in that first movie, made him a little bit more likable, since like, we already know Sarah Connor and Terminator, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
We already know their personalities, even though Sarah Connor is a totally different chick. Like, she's very different. But
yeah.
like,
Well, it was a
we're already
million.
familiar with those, or I guess we're familiar with Kyle Reese as well. But like, he wasn't very interesting in this.
No. Yeah. I heard, yeah, a lot of like the downfall of it. What I've read on the internet, I could be completely wrong, but what I read was like people, they noticed that they were trying to just push Arnold onto like as quick as they can.
Okay, really?
Yeah, just because
I haven't
like,
read anything about it. I just was
No?
because I heard that it got like bad reviews, and I was like, "Fuck those people! I like this movie."
Yeah, a lot of people said it was bad because like they rushed to Arnold. They were like, we don't need to have a good movie. We have the original guy. So,
Mm.
so I mean, I
We
haven't
just
seen
need references,
it.
guys. That's what we need. We need references to other movies. Actually, I remember this is provoking a thought that I had while watching the movie, and the whole idea of how I think that modern movies are not that good because they don't strive to be something new, or any form of art. A lot of times they don't strive to be something new. They strive to be something that already works.
So. Right. That may yeah.
And I know people have said this before, but there's something about that really just makes new movies feel very underwhelming.
Like you can.
It's like
What you go on,
Continue.
sir? Like a lot of movies nowadays, you can kind of tell who the bad guy is right away. You can kind of tell what's happening and how it's gonna end, just because
exactly.
like it's been done so many times. Like the main thing and then all that stuff.
that same kind of like just like especially so, I'm sorry, that was terrible. I don't know why I just did that. I was trying to get a point across that I forgot, but I'm gonna move on. I heard something about, we'll go back to Fantastic Four, which isn't exactly moving on, but Fantastic Four, in that, see, if it was a totally new IP and you didn't know who Doctor Doom was, well, actually, that kind of gives it away because his name is Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
And, I mean, like, who the fuck's name is Doctor Doom and isn't a bad guy? Actually, wouldn't it be way cooler if Doctor Doom was a good guy? Or like that name was a good guy. Like I'm Doctor Doom.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like that.
I don't know why superheroes and always have to have like unthreatening names.
Yeah, yeah, like the
You know what I mean? Like Superman
Superman.
or
Yeah,
Flash
Flash,
or
and then the bad guys are always
fucking Bane.
Bane. Yeah, the Venom.
Yeah, exactly. It's always something more aggressive.
Yeah, something really cold. Like, I'd be scared as fuck of a nice man, the bad guy that stabs you in your sleep.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know
It's
what you mean.
but what I was saying before about the whole um trying to retell a story is that you already know.
Yeah,
It takes away the
exactly.
element of surprise, and there's nothing to tell. You're just watching it. It's like popcorn. You're just shoveling it into your mouth. You don't even give a fuck. You're just consuming it because it's there.
Yeah, just because it's there and it's you're. I always thought like I always said that we are in a golden age of movie making. Like that's what I always thought because movies are better now than they ever were. But now when you bring that up, I think like yeah, like I've seen this movie before. I've seen it last month.
Exactly.
It's just different characters, different actors.
I think I like movies a lot.
No, yeah, I'm a
So
pretty big fan.
so I have a lot of strong opinions about modern movies, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that they're all bad.
No, occasionally there'll be like a pretty good one.
And unfortunately, at the moment, my whole okay, so basically my entire life growing up as a child, I was never allowed to watch any violent movies. Anything with an R rating, or like actually, here's an interesting fact: when Transformers, Michael Bay's
The
Transformers,
Michael Bay one. Yeah.
the movie came out, my mom, she skipped most of the movie because it was all war and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So I didn't get to see things.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
A lot of different movies, I didn't see parts of it, or I didn't see a little clip of it. And a lot of times my mom would like cut in like a VHS. She would like record movies and like cut it apart because she didn't want me to see it or like a bad word or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just doing what she thought was right.
Of
I'm
course.
not gonna hold her against that, but it really made me miss out on a lot of movies, and I didn't get to see the hype, and I wasn't a part of it. So now I'm watching them now, and I feel like that I'm not nostalgia blind to any of these movies,
Yeah, right.
and I feel like it gives me a bit of a more impartial view because I didn't grow up in any of these movies, like RoboCop and shit. I love RoboCop. It's a great movie.
Yeah,
Fucking love that
RoboCop's
shit.
awesome.
Like even though it's violent, and I never grew up watching violence, I mean like I have no problem with it. It doesn't like get under my skin or anything.
Yeah, no, yeah. And it's cool how yeah, you don't get like the nostalgia blind like you said. Like
Yeah, and I never had good Xbox 360 games growing up.
no.
My mom would only buy me like Connect games,
Oh, that's
and so that's why I use. Yeah,
that's
I know I had a
pretty
great
shitty.
childhood, dude. And so like I had a PS2, right?
Right.
So the games I had were like NHL and like and then like hockey, right? And I had like Sonic Heroes, and Sonic Heroes was a shitty game. And I had like Burnout 3. Burnout 3 is actually a good game, but I wasn't too into cars when I was a kid, so I didn't
Mhm.
play PS2, right? So I ended up veering towards more like older consoles since they were just easier to get because they didn't have ratings on the boxes, and clearly nothing is very like explicit in any of them. So
No.
I grew towards older games, and I ended up having this big old collection of old NES games, and a lot of it I was super proud of.
Mhm.
And I had a lot of Game Boy Advance games too, and I was just starting to collect a couple Super Nintendo games because I just got a Super Nintendo, and like all that shit got stolen.
Was that recent?
Kind of recent, yeah.
I think Dustin told me about that.
Yeah, I was super pissed. I actually thought Dustin did it.
Yeah, I know. He said that. He was like, Joey thinks I did this, but I swear to God, I never. And he thought that your
Are you
sister's.
sure you didn't say I totally told Joey? Like he's been bruising me this whole time.
He actually
But-
told me to tell you that, just so.
Yeah. But that was really shitty, and so
Yeah,
I
that's
ended
gotta
up
suck.
stop playing a lot of that shit. I was just kind of like, fuck it, I'll just start playing other games, and I ended up playing like a lot of interesting, like a lot of games that I missed out on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel shitty. That's all. And I never got to grow up playing these games. I grew up playing other games, right?
And so, right. So you kind of got to play all these different games that everyone else played, but you were new to.
Mm.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
especially like you guys talk about a lot about like when you guys used to play like Xbox 360 all the time.
Yeah,
Call
all
of
together.
Duty. But I didn't get to do that. I didn't get to play
No.
Call of Duty because I wasn't allowed. And I feel like the whole like taking violence out of my life really kind of like took a big chunk out of my life because violence is so important. It really is though.
No,
Like
you're right, but it's funny.
it's so fucking entertaining, and there's no point why I shouldn't be exposed to it even from a young age.
Yeah.
Like I don't even give a fuck about my kid. I mean I'm not gonna have a kid, but if I do have a kid, God forbid, I mean I'm just gonna let him watch whatever.
Yeah, he's gonna be able
Because
to watch whatever.
I mean, like as long as he's not schizophrenic and he can't like differentiate what's real and what's not real, and then he ends up like being like, oh, okay, that shit's totally cool. I can do that shit. Because I think that's actually what schizophrenia is, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's along the lines of that. I was just saying like a random mental disease, but
Just
fucking
saying shit. Yeah. No, yeah, because if I were to have a kid, I don't think I will, but if I do, you know.
there's suspension of disbelief. Like they can clearly see like what's real and what's not.
Exactly. Like, kids aren't, like, retarded. Like,
Yeah, they know. They know what's real.
They know to, like, and they know, hey, this doesn't look right. This guy's getting cut open with an axe. I probably shouldn't do this. I feel like kids are smart enough to not do that.
Yeah, but actually, I've the only thing that actually like kind of stuck with me is that I don't like horror movies,
No.
and I get scared way too easy.
Yeah, horror movies.
Because like I've only seen like like a handful of horror movies, because I don't like watching them in general. But like whenever I do watch them, I usually get super scared, no matter what they
Spooked.
are.
And then like you're glancing at your window expecting a face to pop back at you and
Yes.
shit like that, and that
Spooky
sucks.
shit, man.
Yeah, I don't like horror movies because of that either. Stay away from them.
That whole like after you're watching a horror movie and you kind of like moving like you tweaking a little bit and you're just kind of like I'm super scared, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. A lot of people like that, but not for me.
Yeah, I don't get it.
No.
Doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. I'm like, why would you ever want to have that like emotion? Why would you ever want to like trigger that emotional response to yourself?
Yeah, because the reason for that happening is because your body's like, this bad shit's happening. You shouldn't. You gotta be on edge. You gotta be paranoid, and that's not. I don't think that's something that you want to have normalized.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, because then like when shit actually does go
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
you're gonna be all calm about it and be like,
Yeah.
with this, and then you're gonna get shot.
So yeah, someone's mugging you, and you're just.
So,
Your,
like,
your
you're-
body's
you're in-
like, I've been through this before.
You're in some Saw shit, and then you're being all like condescending and like, oh yeah, man, I can deal with this shit. I'm in Saw. I don't give a fuck. I know that this guy's not even dead.
He's not even dead.
He was dead the whole movie. And yeah, I guess having that reaction is better than being desensitized to it. But
Yeah.
honestly, I don't think I'll ever go through shit like that, so fuck it. And you call me pussy or whatever, it's just I never grew up watching horror movies, so like all these tropes and things that you all think are like tired and repeated a lot.
Yeah.
I'll see it in a movie and it'll be like the first time I'll ever see it, and it'll scare the shit out of me because I just never seen it before. So I don't want that shit to happen because everyone else has already gone through it once before, and now I just know better.
Mm-hmm.
See, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, yeah, there's definitely a thing about horror movies that I don't like unless I'm with a group, and then like everyone's like, "Let's watch a horror movie." I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, I always kind of like, what about this movie? I never like directly say it.
No,
but
yeah,
I don't like watching horror movies.
no.
I just like watching funny, lighthearted movies
Funny,
most of the time.
yeah. If I'm with a group, I definitely like. I don't want to have to like think too hard in a movie. I'll watch like a funny show with a group. That's fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah,
Um,
like when I'm alone, I'll enjoy some other movies, more violent.
Yeah, when I'm
ones.
alone, I watch like whatever.
Yeah.
Just because I want to, especially now because I'm trying to like find movies and watch.
Oh,
and
yeah.
watch them. which is super hard to find now because like I said, there was hype for it back then, but now it's
Yeah,
none.
it's
All that
just
hype
gone.
is
Yeah.
not only all of that hype is gone, but it's also forgotten about and buried in the internet somewheres. And when you go up and look up like top 10 underrated movies, I've already seen all of them. I've already seen all these underrated movies or old movies that we forgot about. All those lists, I've already seen all that shit. I want to find these movies that like everyone just had forgotten about, but was good, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like they still exist out there. And when I'm trying to find movies to watch, it's hard because I never know what to look for.
Mm-hmm. Cause, yeah, I like recently I've been trying to watch movies like you, and I can't find many. I'm just like I watched some of the classics because I haven't watched them before. Like, it was only last year when I watched Pulp Fiction for the first time.
Oh my fucking god! I
Yeah,
love Pulp Fiction so much.
Pulp Fiction's awesome, and it was way late for me to watch it.
It's great. Do you remember the fucking scene where they're in the car and he's like, he just turns around and he's like,
He's
so
talking,
what do
like,
you think about this? He blows his brains
so
out.
so Marvin. Shit! I just shot Marvin. No,
And
why'd
then
you
he's
do
like,
that?
The best part was that John Travolta was just like, shit, I fucked up, guys. And Samuel Jackson's like losing his shit. And
What the
he's
fuck you do? I just shot Marvin, dude. Oh god. They drive into Jimmy's house. Yeah, that was great.
that was great. Also, I didn't exactly have a big problem with Quentin Tarantino saying the N-word. I know a lot of people were like,
No,
"Oh."
dude. I almost liked that. I liked how he took it to a more edgier way, and he made it more hardcore a little bit.
Well, the movie was pretty hardcore.
Oh yeah, the movie was already pretty.
I mean, like that was like act whatever. It was closer
Yeah.
to the end.
No, yeah, it was
Some
pretty.
shit had already gone down.
But no, yeah, I'm fine with it. Him
When Bruce
dropping
Willis killed John
M-bombs.
Travolta, I was pissed.
No,
I was
yeah,
like, what?
yeah. I was like,
But
shit.
then I was kind of like, I had like a lot of respect for the movie because it really got that emotional reaction in me. Like
Yeah.
the whole fuck.
And the fact that he didn't die like dramatically, I guess
It
he
was just
did
kind
a
of
little
like
bit.
he was walking into the bathroom and he just got shot up.
But you didn't know it was him until boom.
It was so instant, and then he was just dead.
Like he was just in the toilet and he got up and the things popped and. Then do you know what else I noticed? The movie would be entirely different if John Travolta didn't go to the washroom. Like when he was at Marcellus Wallace's wife, Uma Thurman, whoever that girl was.
It was Uma Thurman, yeah.
Yeah, he was in the washroom when she overdosed, and if he was out of the washroom, he would be able to slow her down so she wouldn't overdose. Yeah, he was in the washroom. Like he got home and he got to her house and she was in the washroom for that scene. And then there was the scene with
He
Bruce
didn't
Willis.
die though.
No, that's where she died.
Oh, you mean if he went to the washroom?
No,
she
he-
wouldn't have like brought out her coke and overdosed.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and then,
Yeah, you're totally right. But she
Bruce-
probably would. Actually, you know what? She probably would have just died because she would have just done the coke when he left.
yeah,
Because he was planning on leaving.
exactly, yeah. Then there was Bruce Willis. He was in the washroom there, and he comes out and he's dead. Then in the
Another
last
washroom
scene,
Great.
the coffee shop.
Mm.
At first, it was just Samuel L. Jackson. When the robbery was happening, and
Tim Roth.
then
That's the guy was Tim Roth,
yeah,
and I don't remember what the girl's name was.
Honey Bunny. I don't
Or
know.
yeah, her name. Wait, her name was Honey Bunny.
Was it? One of them was Honey Bunny. One of them was fucking Brussels
Sugar
sprouts. I
plum.
don't. Yeah, it was just fucking.
Baby. I don't fucking remember.
And then it's just I can't explain it well because I'm dumb, but like it was. I came to that realization when I watched it a few months ago again, and I was like, "Fuck, that's cool."
Like the movie started with the end.
Oh yeah, that was cool too.
I mean, like, but it wasn't so obvious, and I was like, "Whoa, that's cool."
No, yeah,
'Cause I
at the
hate-
end you're
I don't
still
like
thinking.
when movies cut to the middle. But I was
Yeah.
just kind of like intrigued at the beginning. It was super intriguing, and then you were like, "Whoa, that intriguing part is now." And these characters that I know are dealing with these characters that are completely irrational. That
Yeah.
I already know this shit, and I thought that was cool.
And like even at the end of the movie, you know what happened, but you still had to think about it a little bit. Like you were still
Yeah.
like,
Like right
That's-
after, you knew that John Travolta was just gonna go do a mission and die,
yeah, but it was like,
but it ends with them like putting the gun in their pants and leaving
yeah,
epically, even though you know John
you
Travolta
know,
died.
after that he's dead.
The movie's got balls, man.
Yeah, I know it's cool. It's really
It's such a cool movie.
It's a really cool movie. Yeah, I want to like download it and watch it again now.
Mm.
Just oh god.
And you've seen Kill Bill, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Kill,
like
I was watching that around the same time. I remember I was watching a bunch of Quentin Tarantino movies. I've still never seen Glorious Bastards.
oh, I watched that like only recently, like 2 months ago, and I really liked it.
Not recently, dude.
I mean, like
Not
for
recently.
Glorious Bastards, I should have seen it. Like I said, I like to think I like movies. I should have seen it when it came
I'm
out.
pretty sure I downloaded it, but like there was something wrong with the torrent, and then I was said
Mm.
fuck it. So,
Yeah,
but
but like, no, but Inglourious Basterds, you should watch it sometime. If you have, it's on Netflix. Like if you ever,
is it?
yeah.
I'm never on.
I think American Netflix though.
Oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
I only watch Netflix on my computer
Yeah.
because I had it on my Xbox. You know, watched all of the cool American Netflix. I watched pretty much all of The Office. It was great.
Yeah,
Fucking
Office
love that shit.
great.
And then they were just like, they make it so hard to get American Netflix now.
Yeah, they made it a lot harder. On Android, it's not so hard, but on computer, it's pretty hard.
Android.
Yeah, like on my phone, it's just. I mean, it's pretty sketchy the thing I use because I've heard a lot of bad things about it, but I still use it. like, but
I don't watch shit on my phone. I don't do
No.
anything on my phone.
no, yeah, my phone's
I
pretty
just use it
useless.
to communicate with other people.
Yeah,
And when I'm in class, I play games on it. But other than that, I don't use my phone. I don't like jerk off with my phone. I don't watch movies on my phone.
nothing with your phone.
No,
Wow,
I just don't like phones. I don't like it being on my hand.
that small screen in your hand and like.
No, I just don't like
No?
the whole. I don't like how you type. I don't like how you have to tap everything and sometimes you miss because I got these stupid bulking thumbs.
Something like bull thumbs.
It's just, to me, it's like I'd so much rather have a mouse just to like go around and point things. It's so much more easier, but it's not as convenient,
No.
unfortunately. And you can either have convenience or you can have what's the word? Not luxury, but like fucking. You can either have convenience.
I really want
or you
another
can
word.
have like complexity.
Right. That makes sense.
And I'd much rather have complexity, but which is why I like computers so much.
Yeah. Cause yeah, they're
And it's like liking computers isn't anything new
no.
or original.
People have been liking computers since the 90s.
But I like
Okay.
computers much more than my phone. And for the most part, I communicate with all my friends on my computer, and I pretty much only communicate with them occasionally on my phone when I'm away from my computer.
Yeah.
And you know what? I said computer way too many times so far.
You said it a lot, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I never really got into phones.
No.
And
you
also,
kinda-
I grew up in a certain religion, and ooh, spook. But my parents were basically like, if you date anybody at your school, good luck, kid.
Oh wow.
Like, I don't know, man. I wasn't allowed.
Just
So like, I always kind of like avoided girls, so I never got into texting.
yeah, I
And then, like, I
feel
just-
like that's a little bit like like
I'm not saying I don't like girls. I'm not saying I don't communicate with girls. I don't like girls.
I
But
feel like absolutely like no
growing-
girl communication is pretty detrimental to growing up.
No girl communication is what you said.
Well, like no, you can't like them, you can't date them or anything. Yeah.
Well, it's not that I couldn't like them. It's just I couldn't have strong feelings for them, and
Right.
when I did, I felt shameful because I thought that that's just the way the world was,
Just-
or
yeah,
the way I
just-
was supposed to be.
You're not supposed to like them like until marriage or whatever.
Yeah, like they call them worldly people, right?
Mhm.
Like I'd call you a worldly person, but I mean like I am not. It's not my thing anymore.
No.
It's a cup of tea because there's a bunch of stuff,
Yeah,
And-
I'm sure it's a whole thing.
and I don't want to shit on it because they do good things, and I don't want to say what it is, but it's whatever.
No, yeah, I bet they're fine. Like,
And they grew me up good, and I turned out all right.
yeah, I think you're okay.
Thanks, dude. I'm just okay.
Just okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll give you great later, but for now you're okay.
Mm, Thanks, bud.
For what it means, for what it's worth.
You're
Thank you.
you're something.
You're a human. You're a person. Yeah.
You know what, Zach?
Yeah.
You sure are a guy. That is for sure.
There's no ifs ands or buts about that.
There's no doubt about that, man.
You're a
sure,
dude.
sure are a human.
I think.
Right?
Mm, yeah. Human.
Look down at your genitals.
What?
Just look down at your genitals. Just make sure.
Oh, what's that? What's a genital?
You might not be human.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
What do you jerk off?
My dog usually.
Your dog was named Joey,
Joey, same as your dog. Your name.
which is my dog name.
Your
I mean,
dog.
my name.
I don't know why your parents decided to name me after my dog, but.
My dog's name is Zeke, which is pretty close to Zach.
Oh my god, that's really cool.
My first Webkins was named Zach, and I had a robot dinosaur that I named Zach.
You really liked my name.
I love the name Zach.
Wow. I'm honored.
I know that sounds creepy, but just growing up, like I was just kind of like Zach. I don't know.
I think it's the Z, because Z is not
Z.
used much in like words at all, and so kids are like Z is cool.
I don't know. That was probably for like a year though, but I had a couple things that I called Zach, and I'm trying to relate that to your dog.
That's good.
And in Skype calls, Zach always yells at his dog, and for a moment I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm just yelling Joy, and you're just what?
Yeah, it always freaks me out for like half a second, and I'm like, oh, he's talking to his dog.
You think I'm like super pissed at you?
Well, because we're just all talking, and then like you break out like a rage, scream at your dog, like, Joey, shut the fuck up, and I'm like, what? Well, I didn't think I deserved it. I'm so sorry, whatever I did.
I mean, I didn't mean it. Oh God, I never like I always thought it was a little funny, thinking like you confused a little bit between my dog and you, but now I feel a little bad because like.
Oh, I never took it seriously.
Of course, yeah.
Like,
After a
it's never-
second, you.
Don't feel. There's no point in feeling bad about it because I have no like strong opinions about it. It's not like it fucking scarred me for life. So it's alright.
You know what? I moved on.
The tragedy. I moved on. Exactly.
I'm good now. I'm good.
Yes, exactly.
What time is it where you are?
It's 30 minutes behind you.
Oh fuck! I don't want to do the math.
It's 1:46.
2:16. Okay.
I would not have been able to do that math.
Cause yeah, but my clock is messed up right now.
Yeah, your clock is like 2 minutes ahead.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, that's a lot of math, and it's 2:16, so that's not math
My
I
clock's
want to do.
perfect, except for my clock that isn't my computer. It's 34 seconds off. I can normally.
Did you sync it up with the stars?
No, it's just 34 seconds off, and it really pisses me off. Basically, there's no way I can change the seconds, and the seconds always are running.
Oh yeah.
So like, I guess like the second I turned it on, it was just kind of like. But it really pisses me off because it's like. It changes alternately every 30 seconds, basically.
Oh,
Or
that's
34 seconds. It pisses me off. Because I just want it to be synced, and then it can't be synced.
well. It's 30. That 30 seconds off is not too bad.
What the fuck did you just say? First of all, it was 34 seconds.
34 seconds off.
Second of all, what the fuck do you know?
I don't know,
You don't know how much I care about clocks. You don't know how much I care about synchronization.
Are you super into clocks?
No. I don't really care. I mean, I was really pissed about it one day when I was trying to set my clock. But other than that, I could give less of a shit about my clock and how synchronized it is to my computer. And also, the reason why I don't just change my computer to 30 seconds ahead was because then that would be wrong.
Yeah, then your computer would be 34 seconds wrong.
Yeah, and it's not like that would even matter, but
You
there's
don't.
no point in making it wrong, even just a little bit,
Yeah.
when it's right.
Yeah. I mean, you can deal with one being 34 seconds off, or you can deal with both of them being 34 seconds off the actual time.
I guess.
And I think what you have right now is the best situation.
Mhm.
It's pretty great. Pretty good. Good.
It could always be better.
I guess so, but then you'll just never be happy.
I'll never be happy.
No, oh, that's a little depressing.
Unfortunately. That was a sudden realization I came to the other day that I'll probably die alone.
Oh, that's real sad.
What about you? You think you'll die alone?
No, I think I'm enough of an asshole to have a lot of almost relationships with people, then just disassociate with them completely. So I'll die kind of alone. That's my plan. I think that's what I'm gonna. What made you think you'll die alone? Like,
I don't know. Fucking. I just. I don't exactly vision myself in the future having any kind of relationship
a lady friend.
with a lady friend.
Exactly.
I mean like fucking girls.
Okay.
But I mean like in terms of like moving in with them.
Yeah, moving in.
I'm talking about like dating. I'm fine with that, or like getting to know somebody, having strong feelings about somebody. I guess I could do that.
But like getting a house, don't think I want to get married.
I don't believe in marriage.
Well, marriage is real, so you could believe in it.
No, I don't. It's not
I
something
know.
that
I know. I'm just.
It's not something that I believe in personally for my own moral.
Yeah.
I guess.
That makes sense.
The whole.
Do they like? Is there still like tax benefits for marriage?
Oh yeah.
Because that might be the only reason to do it.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, getting divorced is such a horrible thing.
And like half of your shit.
Oh yeah, half of your shit.
Like I like my shit, dude.
Yeah, or definitely if I met a girl, and she would have to be like, of course, to my taste.
Yeah, like exactly.
Like in terms of like her views on marriage and shit. Like I wouldn't get with a girl who wants to get married, obviously, because I wouldn't want to play her on for like a while.
For
and then
years, almost like.
And then she's like, "Let's get married," and I was like fuck that.
Yeah.
But clearly, we'd have to have some similar views on long-term goals, right? So, I would like to find a girl that has like the view of like we can spend a really long time together. We just don't need to get married. There's the point. There's no point in putting it on paper.
Yeah.
Or like buying rings and stuff.
No point in just saying like we can get married.
Just find somebody you like and spend as much time as you can with them until you fucking hate them, and then kill them and throw them in a ditch.
I've always wanted to do something like that.
Don't do
that. No, but the last part is what I wanted to do. Like I've thought of I think everyone's thought of ways to
kill people.
Yeah, super like
sure, why not?
And I'm like thinking about how to kill one of my close friends and get away with it.
I remember being a kid and being like, I got a great idea for a TV show. We teach people how to rob things because nobody knows how to do it right because everyone's getting caught, right?
Exactly.
But then I told that to my mom and she was like, you realize that you couldn't make a TV show about that.
I feel like you could.
I was a little tight though. So I didn't know any better. They wouldn't exactly let you make a TV show about how to rob things correctly.
No, probably
I guess
not.
it would be better as an internet series.
Yeah.
But then again, that would bring a lot of suspicion to myself.
Yeah, then you can't really do any crimes, because...
Yeah. I mean, like, God forbid you wear gloves.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Shit like that.
Boom.
Like, buy some fucking gloves. If you're gonna rob something, here's a tip. If you're gonna rob something, buy some gloves. Or, like, take, like a grinding tool and just get rid of those nasty old pesky fingerprints. You don't need them anyways.
Wait, grind off your fingerprints? I wasn't sure where you're going with that, but now I don't think I like it.
Yeah, just take them. Just get rid of them. You don't need them.
Just, you don't need them. Fingerprints, like, they're optional.
I guess grip, but it's not like when you put your hand on something and like just drag it across it. It's not like resisting a lot. You know what I mean?
It's not resisting enough for it to matter, really.
It's not like little furs that you take off. They're really just little ripples. I get it. Clearly, it does support some. I've never had no finger. I've never had no fingerprints.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know like the fingerprints. So
Yeah, it could be awful.
It could be terrible. Like it should just slip out of your hands all the time. Like
Yeah. I wonder like if it would be similar to like.
I'm sure you drop a lot of more glasses.
Yeah.
Just cause like you're used to like holding shit. Like you know how like when you hold like a can.
Yeah, you don't squeeze it, right? Like.
Yeah. I'm talking about like when you put. This is the hardest thing to explain. But when you're holding a can, you just kind of hold the top and like hold it by your side.
Yeah.
And have your hand down, like you have your arm down vertically and straight.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure there's a good chance the can would just slip out.
I think so. Yeah.
Since you're just like holding it vertically with like your own pressure of your fingers.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know if you. I don't know if you completely understand what I'm saying.
No, I get it. Cause like you hold the can kind of on like that little lip there, and I think without your fingerprints, it just
I'll try to.
right
I guess
off.
I'll try to explain a little better. What I mean is that when you're like walking down the hallway or something, and you got a can in your hand, you don't hold it with like a fist, like you don't hold it like a hand, like you're jerking off. You kind of just grab one up. I don't, which is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the way I'm holding
I don't either.
The way I'm holding cans is like putting all your fingers vertically and upside down, and then grasping the top of the can. If that makes any sense.
No, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm sure in that situation, if you're holding a can,
it would just slip out.
It might slip out of your hand.
Yeah.
So maybe fingerprints are worth something. I'm sure we evolved to have them for some reason.
Fingerprints might be important.
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe.
See, that's the problem. There's no way to know what having no fingerprints is like until you take your fingerprints away, right? So
yeah, and then I guess when you do, your fingers are gonna be real scabby for a long while. Unless you grind them off like carefully.
Well. Okay, so I'm talking about like maybe they would be scabby if you did it bad.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that you could do it bad easily.
Yeah, I mean you're taking an angle grinder to your fingers.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to use an angle grinder.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to use an angle grinder.
Maybe like a sanding tool would work better.
Oh yeah.
Kind of smoothing it out.
Like
I'm sure it'd bleed a little bit though.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's not just get rid of our fingerprints.
We got to sometime, right? Just to.
Like, we'll just hold on to them until we're wanted by the law, and then we'll get rid of them.
Right. No, that's smart.
But for now, I mean, might as well keep them.
I guess
like
so, yeah.
Like getting rid of your fingerprints is such like a how to do thing.
Yeah, but I guess we should keep. I guess we should.
You know what? Most people get rid of their fingerprints, but I think I might keep mine.
We'll keep them. We'll keep them.
So, I said so twice.
Sorry. Something.
Yeah. If we're doing more of these podcasts, I hope that I get better at speaking.
We'll get better. Right now, we're pretty bad, but we'll get better.
I am a terrible speaker.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that you're all bearing with me. Nobody's listening to this part.
No, we're an hour and 10 minutes in. After like the first bit of shitting on ourselves, no one's listening.
If you're listening, clap your hands.
Yeah.
So that you know. We won't know, but at least you'll know.
Yeah, at least you'll know that you're listening to us.
Don't comment or anything. Just clap your hands.
Clap your hands, yeah.
Did you see the Superman versus Batman trailer?
I did.
What'd you think of it?
I liked it. I
You know,
feel I'm excited for it. I think.
do you know what I didn't like about it?
What didn't you like?
The fact that I like kind of liked Jesse Eisenberg's performance.
Yeah, he didn't do too bad.
I was like, wow, you can actually pull this off.
You might be able to
Like,
do
good in
this.
this role.
And I don't like.
I know we were shitting on Jesse Eisenberg before,
Yeah.
but I think this might be his role. And I know that Social Network, a lot of people liked it, and it has good ratings. Everyone likes it. I didn't like it. We talked about that earlier. We don't need to talk about that again.
No.
But Jesse Eisenberg, I think that this might be a proper role for him, being
It'd
like
be
a
good.
villain. Being a villain.
I hope he doesn't keep his long hair in the show, because that's not what Lex Luthor looks like, and he's supposed to be Lex Luthor.
I think that certain Lex Luthor. I remember there was one. I'm pretty sure there was one movie.
Oh,
Lex
there might
Luthor,
have been.
and he had. I remember seeing something where he puts like a chain over Superman's neck, and he had long hair, and I think that was Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
It was a chain with kryptonite on it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, makes
Because
sense.
if Lex Luthor just walked up, put a chain on Kryptonite's neck, and he was like, "Eat that shit,"
Yeah.
I don't think anything would happen.
Pretty shit,
and he-
yeah. Superman would be like, okay. I mean,
See, everyone talks about how Superman is invincible, which he is,
yeah.
but he's kind of not because he doesn't kill things all the time. He's kind of a pussy.
Yeah, I think we need some more killer superheroes.
We- Definitely okay. In the Injustice game, they actually made Superman a bad guy,
Oh, really?
and it was really cool
Yeah, that sounds actually pretty cool.
because like the Joker kills fucking his love interest. Can't remember her name.
Lois
Lois
Lane.
Yeah, there we go. Fucking, we thought that at the same time. Joker kills Lois Lane. Superman goes crazy and like becomes like ruler of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
he's
kinda
this
cool.
crazy dictator, and like all the superheroes have to band together to fight him. That was a cool plot, and they should make that a movie.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, that's super cool. And he was all dark and shit.
Yeah.
Also, I don't mind dark reboots and stuff.
No, I like it gritty and like.
I like pretty shit.
I feel like they should. I know it's been said a lot, but I feel like they should do it. A remake of Star Wars.
What do you mean?
Like make it more gritty and dark. Cause like.
Yeah, there's Star Wars comics that I think you might like.
Oh, I saw a couple of them. I was gonna buy
Yeah,
them.
there's a couple new series that looked really interesting.
Yeah, I should look into those.
Actually, there was like there's this comic called The Star Wars, and I remember this because a friend of mine was reading them, but they were telling me that I think that it was the original script for the movie, like the original screenplay,
Really?
and it's super different.
Wow.
Everything's different and like a little bit more steampunky and a little bit more kind of realistic, and it looks a little bit more suspended in reality. From what I remember, I could be totally wrong, but if anybody's interested about that, check out The Star Wars.
The Star Wars. I'm actually gonna Google that right now.
Yeah, I mean, I have a computer right in front of me.
Yeah, we got the internet.
I choose not to. I'm just gonna blindly say shit.
Yeah,
but I heard
it's on the
that
Wikipedia, right here.
Was that right?
Yeah, the Star Wars.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, but that looked cool. You might be interested in that.
I might. Yeah.
I would. You know what? I'm not the biggest fan of Star Wars.
But like huh.
I like the characters and I like the universe.
Yeah, I
but
like the universe. I don't like the movies. The original trilogy. The three, I don't like them. But I like
Yeah.
everything else. And
yeah,
it's like
it's so frustrating to me because I feel the same way. I really like everything about it, except for when I sit down and watch the movie, I'm just kind of like, wow.
yeah. Like
It's really, like I wish I.
the three the second three that they made, the first three that was this, the new ones, 2001 to whatever it is now.
The prequels.
The
They're referred to as the prequels.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. I've called them the prequels before. I'm just retarded. They were
Oh,
politics.
that's why we call it. That's why we call it the vaccination station.
Autism, yeah. They were politics and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the original trilogy, the lightsaber battles didn't feel right because these Jedi's are like ninjas with swords. I feel like they should be jumping and flying more.
Mm.
Because I always imagine them being super hardcore, but it was just like I could fight with lightsabers better than this.
Yeah, and a lot of the expanded universe is some way cooler lightsaber shit.
Yeah, like there's a lot, like even just in like the video games, which don't dig that deep at all. There's
Hell yeah,
cool
man.
shit.
If you look up like go into like YouTube right now, anybody who's
Yeah.
listening, look up a video called like top 5 original lightsabers, like cool lightsaber. Actually, I give me a minute. Keep talking about something. Keep the conversation going. I need to find the chick.
Okay, well, I was playing Star Wars oh, what's the one with the clones? Not the Republic Commando. That's it. And you play as these super badass like Delta Squad of clones, and I found out that they're not even regular clones. They're Mandalorians. They're a whole nother race of clones that is just based off like they're mercenaries. Jango Fett and Boba Fett, they're Mandalorians. And I didn't know that.
There's this guy named Evan Nova 95. He's a YouTube channel. Look him up. He does some cool Star Wars videos. I would suggest watching the story of General Grievous because I really enjoyed that video.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Do you know about his whole story?
Not about his whole story, but I heard a lot about it.
I'll send you the link to the video. You gotta watch it later.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Probably
If you
soon.
like, that's shit about Star Wars is that like the mainstream content I've never been a big fan of, but like a
Right.
lot of the expanded universe is like. I like the idea even more like that. Like it gets my dick even way harder.
Yeah.
Right? But
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of reading or like
Exactly.
any of these other formats that they've chosen to put all the cool stories in.
Maybe like I can.
That's what makes me pissed about Star Wars because. What were you gonna say?
I was like I don't like reading. I don't like sitting down and then just looking at something for hours and hours. I guess I do that on my computer. But like I can do audiobooks. Like if there was more audiobooks of it, I wouldn't mind listening to it.
I'm sure they exist somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not a big fan of audiobooks. I like listening to podcasts.
Yeah, I do that too.
Oh, relatable. But fucking Star Wars is interesting, man.
Yeah,
The new movie looks cool.
it does. Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're gonna screw it up. They're not gonna screw it up. You know how much time they've had to think about this shit?
Yeah. This has probably been in the works for
Longer than you could ever understand.
decades, maybe. Not
Or
more.
I'm sure it's been in
Since-
the works as long as like Disney has gotten the rights to
Yeah,
Lucas.
years.
Whenever that shit happened. I
Yeah.
think it was, like, a couple years ago. I think it might have been in 2013.
Yeah, that's a pretty long one.
like
I
you.
think they're pretty good on that.
Yeah. I mean, like, they've had a while to work on the story. If they fuck it up, that's their problem. The way I looked at it is, everyone's like, oh, a lot of people are making a lot of shitty jokes about how, or when they announced the new movie, right? Or when everyone was or when Disney bought Star Wars, I remember, like, a lot of people were doing a lot of videos about how, like, oh, it's gonna be some pussy shit. Star Wars is gonna be pussy now. Everyone's gonna be pussy shit. And it's not like Star Wars was super epic. Like, it wasn't like Star Wars was, like, super not PG
Yeah.
before. And also, it's not like Disney's never done anything that's not kid related.
Yeah, they did the Avengers, and I thought the first Avengers was pretty good. I haven't seen the second one, but the first Avengers
I
I
have
thought
no
was
interest
pretty
in
good.
seeing the second Avengers. I didn't like the first Avengers.
Didn't like the first one.
No,
Really?
really.
Wow.
I don't like I don't like Iron Man.
You don't like Iron Man?
I don't like Iron Man's character.
He's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I just don't like him.
Wow.
Something about him just rubs me wrong.
Huh.
I just don't like that he's just kind of like, he thinks he's like absolute top shit and everyone just lets him get away with it.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think that he's like witty enough to be able to get away with it.
No, I see what you
That
mean.
makes any sense?
No, like I feel like he thinks he's top shit, but he's douchey about it. I guess
I think that he just like, he knows that he's top shit. but and like he's so rich that nobody's gonna give him shit about it. But I
Yeah.
feel like that I don't have enough. They haven't given me any reason in the movies to respect him like that, to have that shit.
Right.
But I haven't seen any of the movies in a long time. Like in the Iron Man movies, and I never saw the third Iron Man movie, but I saw the first and second one, and I did not like the second one, and the first one was good.
Yeah, the third one I think was the worst.
Really? Okay, I'm glad I didn't see it.
Yeah, no. I think if you saw it, it would kind of ruin Iron Man for you completely.
Good. Okay, well, it's not like I was a big fan of him. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Also, speaking of superhero movies, what do you think about the Deadpool movie?
I saw a few trailers on it. I think they might. I think they'll do it right. I have enough
I
faith.
think that movie is going to be the best movie ever.
I think it's gonna be really cool.
I think if they fully realize Deadpool and really don't hold any strings back and really try to like, I know they're gonna do it, but if they don't, like, if they try to like censor him a little bit more than they should, they'll instantly ruin the character.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
Like, I remember seeing Deadpool in like this animated pussy ass Disney XD shit,
Oh shit.
and they did like a Deadpool and Spider-Man thing. And I remember seeing a lot of shit like that, and I was like, wow, it really doesn't work. He just kind of seems like that retarded kid in your class who thought he was super cool, and he just dropped like the dankest memes 24/7. But
Yeah.
not even like that, but just kind of like he felt like a kid who was like, you think you're cool? I'm cooler. Because that's all he could say. He couldn't say, "Hey, fuck you."
Yeah. He could
And he
say
couldn't, like,
I'm.
kill people.
Yeah.
Shit.
That makes sense. Wow, that's kind of shitty actually.
Yeah.
Cause like in the movie, I'm hoping he could, fuck you. But like,
Well, did you see the Red Band trailer?
I think so. Yeah. That is that
'Cause
the.
I remember seeing the normal trailer and being like, I could get down with this. This
Yeah.
is kind of cool. And then I saw the Red Band trailer and I was like, I could really get down with this. This shit's awesome.
I'll watch it. No, not now, but
Later.
yeah.
But you're gonna open up a tab and leave it there for a while?
Yeah.
Because I do this shit all the time.
Yeah. I'll leave it there. It'll probably be there for a few days.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sometimes I have to like look through it and I'm like, why did I even look at these?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look at these videos. But make sure you look at the Red Band trailer, because I remember he said something like, at the end he like, or at the end of the trailer, he said something like, I'm so turned on right now, but in the Red Band trailer he says, I'm touching myself tonight.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like, I'm so turned on right now. Like, oh, he killed some guys, and he like breathed in this. He like put up both of his guns to his nose, and he breathed in the smoke, and then he like exhaled, and then he's like, I'm so horny right now, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of weird at first, and then I saw the other one, and I was like, when? Okay, well, I'm glad that that's not.
Yeah. I thought.
Dialogue's gonna be like, it's gonna be more like funny.
It's gonna more, because I'm so turned on right now. That seems a little.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's out of place almost.
Mm.
I'm a little excited to watch the trailer. Like
I mean, you could always just kind of like.
play it.
You could. I mean, you could watch it and just kind of like keep talking. Never mind. Don't watch it. It would kind of like don't watch trailers during podcasts. I mean,
Yeah. No.
it's not like we were professional to begin with, but
No. How long? All right. So the podcasts that you watch, how long do they usually run for?
well, I'm assuming that this podcast is going to set the standard.
I don't know though, cause I don't wanna go for like 4 hours tonight, and then not be able to do that ever again, right?
Okay.
So
Well-
like, what was the last podcast you listened to? Unless it was like, Sex with Bailey J, and you're like, I don't want to share that with Zach. How long?
Okay. It was about as long as we have right now.
Yeah, an hour and almost a half.
Yeah, just about.
So
We could call this a good stopping point.
call it for now. Maybe like in the future, if there's more people, we'll have longer
Also-
episodes.
Well, we're gonna record another one tomorrow.
Yeah. Are we
That's
gonna?
what Austin said.
All right, yeah, that'd be cool. I'm
We're
okay
gonna
with that.
Austin next time. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna
This
be fun.
podcast has been a lot about movies and stuff.
No, I liked it. I liked it because it wasn't like super funny. It wasn't super comical. It was just talking because it's late, right? We're both a little tired
We've been playing video Jameis all day.
all day.
Wait, what's today?
Friday. Well, technically Saturday.
It's Friday today?
Uh,
Dude,
yeah.
I was at school earlier?
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
It's weird. It's when my time
I
is
feel
all
like-
disordered.
I'm not gonna sleep good tonight either. My neck hurts.
Oh shit. You're in a rush.
You probably cut this a long time ago, but see
No,
everyone.
it's still recording. Yeah. So yeah, it was the first episode.
Hopefully, this didn't taint your entire experience. I hope you found some sort of enjoyment out of
A
this.
little bit of enjoyment, even if it's just like listening to us in the background and not really listening to us, but just hearing us talk bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. All right, it's late. Tomorrow.
Yeah, I can hear you being like, listen. All right,
Yeah.
listen.
No,
I need to pay
next
attention.
episode we'll have Austin, and it'll be a little
And-
more exciting.
No, maybe somebody else.
Maybe Dustin, maybe.
Maybe we could have anybody.
I was thinking when I was in the shower earlier,
Yeah,
we just start pulling in random people for 20-minute segments, then kicking them.
that's
And
good.
and just because I think that'd be entertaining, just to talk to them for 20 minutes,
Yeah,
and they won't know. They'll
that's
just,
great.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, if you care, let us know.
Yeah,
Contact us.
the 18 people watching it, leave a comment.
You mean the 3 people who watched the first 30 seconds and then turned it off?
Me refreshing it a few times, leave a comment.
Just to impress my mom.
Just yeah.
Hey mom, look at this. I got 10 views on this piece of
I got
shit.
got tens of views on this video, Mom.
It's great. Alright,
It's
have a
good.
nice.
Have a good time. Rest of time.
I
Goodbye.
promise we'll have a better outro.